In tonight's class, we looked at going into cross system and going to the close side of the embrace. So we started with just an exercise of walking and switching rate and going to the close side, and then practice walking on that side of the embrace. And that we're creating 3 tracks here. So I'm not stepping away from her, I'm actually stepping into her track. And then we use this idea in a step where we went to the close side for 2 steps, 1, 2, and then we went to the open side for 2 steps and led the cross. So here, here, and there. So again, we don't want to step away from her. I want to step out here, and then out here, and out here, and over here. I want to actually stay very close. Here, I'm stepping close to her, close to her. So when we step outside partner, one of the things that oftentimes happen is when women feel us change weight and go into cross system, for some reason, they'll start taking smaller steps. Actually, when we step, look at Shelley's fully extending her legs. When we move into cross system, she doesn't change. She keeps taking nice steps. I can walk on either side. In here, for the cross, notice I'm stepping in her path. The moment I step outside of her path and she has room to cross, she does. Then, while we were out there, to the close side, I turn perpendicular and then led a Calesita back to the line of dance, back to neutral, and out to the cross. So in open, you can see I'm stepping here. Now on my next step, I'm going to turn and take a side step. Here. And one of the things we talk about is that if I turn my embrace as I do this, then Shelley's going to turn with me. So what I want to do is, as I take that step, as I take this side step, I leave my embrace here. So instead of taking this step and turning my embrace, I keep my embrace here. I go around with this arm, but this stays the same. That lets me get perpendicular to her. And I want to take that step so that I can get beside her thigh here, instead of in front. If I'm in front, then when I try and go around, I'm sort of bumping into her. But if I'm to the side, then I can go easily around her. Then when I end, I just relax my embrace, come back up to normal, and she comes back to neutral, and we can exit. For her, she's embellishing here. She can do any embellishments that she wants to. As long as she's not throwing herself off balance, she can do whatever. And then when she feels me slow down and start coming back to neutral, then of course she stops and uncrosses. The other thing that we talked about is for the guys, we don't want to get, again, I want to get perpendicular to her here, not to the side. It's not this, where we're both pointing in the same direction. And that tends to knock her off as well. That's sort of the thing with Calesitas, is we want to go perfectly around her. So her balance is going to be on her right leg here. So I don't want to disturb that balance. If I go away from her, then she starts to fall off balance. If I go into her, she starts to fall off balance. Now, of course, we could use those for colgadas or volcadas, but right now I want her to say on axis. One of the things that I find helpful for this is as I go into this, I bring this elbow into my body. So I'm sort of creating a wall here as I go around. It just helps contain her. Then when I'm done, I relax to a normal embrace. So see here how my arm is in. It's not out here. It's here. I also, when I go into this, I take my hand from here to here. Because this is just sort of in her face. Send her way. This, it opens up the space a little bit more. Now when I'm done, and you can see this arm. Another entrance to this Calesita is, if you notice from here, what is she doing? She's taking a back cross to my side open step. That's how we're entering this. So where else do we have that position? In back ochos. Here in back ochos, she's taking a back cross step to my side open. So from right here, it's another entrance. Another exit here could be I send her around and to a fillet. So that's another possibility for an exit to this.